Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another late The Plot Armor podcast. I'm your host, Ibrahim, with my co-host, Racker Anorak. And this podcast over here on the Block Sitdown YouTube channel, we talk about all things anime. We gotta yap it up about the anime, about manga, if it ever comes around to that. I don't know whenever it comes
Shit,
around to that.
not for me. At least you're not getting that from me.
You're gonna get it from me for sure, but whenever that is. So how you doing this week, Greg? What
Man.
happened? First, what happened?
Yeah, I'm about to say the late episode is due to me. I literally, if I woke up to turn off my alarm, I have no recollection of that at all. So I basically slept and missed my time slot to wake up and record, basically. So that's why we're having a late episode. It was totally my fault. I'm not gonna lie. Ibrahim could have called me. I probably would have woke up, but he didn't do so. I'm pretty sure he took that time to do something else, which is fine. You know, we on the content creation side, so he took the advantage to do something else, which is fine. But I mean, it's like yeah, I just wish, I don't know what happened. I just didn't know what happened. I woke up at 4:14. I remember the time, bro. Cause my girl called me talking about, hey, I'm on my way home. I'm like, on my way home? Cause usually I record before she get home. Not because it's probably just like, that's my time slot. I record, so by the time she get home, it's like, it's already done. So when she said I'm on my way home, I'm like, what? I ain't record? What time? 4:14. I was like, damn. I scrolled through my notification. I ain't see no miss like snooze alarm or nothing. And I see Brian text, we still recording. I was like, damn, bro. And I tell him, I'm like, bro, my alarm did not go off, bro. So yeah. So I don't know, man. I don't know what happened. I definitely have it for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, bro. So it's like, I don't know what happened, but that Wednesday just didn't work, bro. How about you, me, man? How's your day? How's your week?
I ain't gonna lie. Off rip, I watched one show this week, and honestly, if he didn't snooze, like if he didn't sleep in, I was gonna come into this recording talk about Fast and Furious, because that's all I watched this week. Fast and Furious 1 through 7.
That's funny.
One
That's
through
funny.
7.
That's
I
funny.
finished 7 today before recording this, but yeah, bro. If he didn't sleep in, I wouldn't have had nothing to talk about this week. And honestly, that's not good. That's not good. I need to get back on the watching anime train.
Yeah, but
Watching weekly, I'm a person who likes to binge watch a show. So watching a show weekly, it'd be struggling for me, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
I mean, I'm technically already struggling myself. I'm technically one of these show that I'm about to get into. Just already another episode. I haven't watched it yet, but we'll get that. We get to that.
Yeah, for sure. So what did you end up watching this week?
What did I end up watching this week? All right, let's go ahead and jump into the thing. All right, first up, the Bandage Quit Magician. We've seen it before. I talked about it. We're currently on episode 4, the True Floorball. That's what the episode is called. Right here. Honestly, I have a notes written down. Raheem seen. Oh shit! I had this shit. Why? Oh, I clicked the wrong thing. Whoopsies. There we go. I had the 1 foot in thing up, so that looked wrong.
Wow, I was a part of podcast for a second.
You wasn't even on.
When we take 1 foot into college games, isn't that the something? However it goes.
Yeah. But you wasn't even on the section you were supposed to be in anyways.
Oh wow.
Anyways, so I got some notes on now. Raheem already seen my notes. Yeah, bro. When I do notes, it's a lot of notes. So yeah,
a lot of notes too.
So the episode started off with the prince running from a monster. Here's a monster right here. You see him knocked out. Told his partner to do something, and after realizing that they're useless, he tried to do something on his own, and obviously he got rocked. Look at him, he's on the floor. This is the prince. And then we fast forward a little bit. Where is it? Nope. I think like maybe he right here he's on the shoulders of whatever. You can see in the distance.
Close enough.
Right there.
Yeah, close enough.
Right there. He's on the shoulders now. He's shoulder on the tank, and they're basically getting the fuck out of there. Then while he's on his shoulder, he's having a little like reflection of himself on like why am I so weak? My sword is super heavy. I should have had enough defense. He's questioning himself like what's going on. And then in the middle of it, he was like, it's because I fired Alec, bro. All this shit started happening because I fired Alec, bro. So there's that. Then fast forward through this little intro, whatever. He makes it back to the castle. We make the cat back to the castle. We're currently talking to a.
What's going on over there?
Bro, I have no idea. I think she probably was fighting a fucking spider or something. I don't know, bro. But whatever, bro. It's her problem.
I can hear it in a little bit. It's her problem.
It's her problem.
Lock in, bro.
Cafe seems like she's interested. You interested? You want to go help your mom? Huh?
Go eat the spider, Cafe.
Yeah. Let me
Go eat the spider.
Go help your mom. Go help your mom. There she goes. Skedaddle. She's not gonna do nothing either. She's gonna stare at her mother. Hey. All right. They don't like that she went upstairs. Another ruckus household over here. You know. Anyways, yeah, to make it back to the castle, you're talking to a mage named Vogan. So I forgot, I don't know the last name, first name, whatever, but I call it Vogan. Is a mage. Yeah, and he's basically checking on it like, hey, what's going on? Am I cursed? He basically says, nah, you're not cursed, bro. He's like, what? Yeah. I'm not cursed. And then, so he threw a fit, like, what are you talking about? How? Well, that's crazy. That's how I banged this right on the spot. Why else would I be having trouble on the easy level for like 30? I was literally about to get into talk about like how he throwing the field and like how am I struggling on level 30? So and then they start they talking it up, and then they get interrupted by the king messenger talking about, hey, the king, your father, need to talk to you. And they make their way to the hallway, and here they are. They're talking with the king, and the king started talking about Alec, Alec Master, and that's why you see this when he started talking about. Back a little bit. They started talking about him. So this Alex Master right here. Started talking about him on like he gave me this wisdom. He's the one I banished a long time ago when I was a younger king. Talking about our something terrible will happen to Galdana in the near future. This is basically the mage right here telling to the king that, and the king like, man, what the hell you talking about? Get the fuck out of here.
Hey, bro,
pack it up. Yeah, nothing's gonna happen. Pack it up. End up getting banished, whatever. And now the king is talking about. Yo, what's going on? What's up, bro? Let's go come back and start scratching up the place. Damn, bro. My fault.
Where the other ones at? Oh, fine. Never mind. Get back on topic.
Here's one of them. Anyway, yeah, back on topic. Jesus Christ, I'm so sorry. This episode all over the place. I'm just fast. Be quick. Whatever happens in the background happens in the background. Enough delay of time. They're talking about Alec Master, right? Blah blah blah. And then he warned them, hey, something's gonna happen. The king responded, and then the king asked his son, do you know why he sent his let's see. Nope, silence critics. We will hire those with talent. Oh, right here. He asked a question like, hey, my son, you know why I even sent you to the dungeon in the first place? The prince returned, so I might earn glory by clearing it. And then the king was like, nah, not really nah, but he was like, I sent you there to see if I really need to change the way in the kingdom. Because, Alex Master warned him a long time ago, like, hey, you're going to have to change your ways. So he was like, all right, hold on. Let's really test his theory. Yo, my son, go down to the dungeon, and I'm not going to tell you the real reason why. You can take it up whatever. I have my motive to see if I need to change my ways. Fast forward, Alec, fucking warned, not Alec, Alec Master warned him. And here's a notes, a piece of paper that Alec wrote, the full report of, everything you need to clear this dungeon. All right. So after seeing this, this man was like, started having a mental breakdown. Like, what? I don't feel so well. He ended up leaving the place, and started having a full report. Started having a mental breakdown. Talking about a full report. He's like, and then he's like, bro, you made a full report and didn't even come tell me, motherfucker. You couldn't come. You tried to, but your people kicked my man's away. All right. So that's where it kind of ends. Then after like having that full mental breakdown, he's like, hey, Vogan, the mate that had checking on him. He's like, hey, I need your help, with a serious looking face. And then now it skips to back to the rest of the group. This is shithead right here. This is Alec right here. And right now they're talking about like our last episode ended with him giving him a sword, talking about, hey, you can't use magic. We didn't know why. Fast forward, here we are. They're talking about it like, hey, what should we do? Are we still doing this? And then shithead basically said, hey, the reason why, would you believe me if I said the floor boss is intelligent? They're like, what? Ain't nowhere. Floor boss, ain't no way. And basically, they trust him. And I was like, hold on, I need to see this true myself. but you know what? I'll trust you, or I agree with you. All right. So now, so the plan, he basically said, I believe the floor boss is intelligent. Obviously, the best way to take this motherfucker down is using magic. So we're gonna make the floor boss think you can't use magic till the right time. So I was like, all right, I agree. So, and then we skip forward a little bit. This part is kind of a little funny. Let's see. Right here, they're talking about shitheads like, hey, let's teleport. Teleport in this world is a fucking, what's this bitch called? They call it a military grade, like illegal. Only the highest people should be able to use this shit. Hold on. Yeah, it's
Can they use it? You have like the power to use it.
No. It's top secret magic, and they were like, wait, so you basically stole the magic? And then Buddy was like, hey, she's saying, I hear nothing. Nah, I don't want nothing to do with it because it's illegal. Top of the line magic. He's like, it's all good if you don't get caught. Kind of funny, I'm not gonna lie. And then they start telling like, hey, if anything happened, let's just pin it all blame on Loki. So him. Funny enough, his name is Loki. If you're in about the Avengers and shit. Is it Marvel? Yeah, Marvel World. Loki. Mischievous. It was funny enough that that's his name, but off topic. But yeah, they're like, yeah, anything happened, we'll blame it on that guy. Yeah, we're good. Yeah, that sounds like a deal to me. And then fast forward a little bit. Now they're getting ready to teleport. Here they are teleporting. They're like, hey, by the way,
they are teleporting.
Yeah, they get there fast. All right, they teleport. Here's the floor boss right here. It's a knight with no head or whatever. They meet this group. Here's the other group that's already fighting it. That little orb you seen? Girl, you could go. I'm not keeping you here. That little orb you seen in the beginning, a little briefly in the beginning. That's like a little orb to like get away or whatever. So they're fighting it, and then they finally make it. They start beefing, throwing hands. Get the current group out the way. They're still fighting. Still convincing this boss. Ended up taking his head off. Obviously, it's a knight with no fucking like actual real body, so it's just headless. And then keep fighting. Eventually, the boss sees his magic circle and be like, "Oh hell nah!" Immediately attack. Find the mage user, by the way, and basically cuts him down right here. He slices him up, but it sucked to be him. It was a illusion the whole time, and they keep fighting. He kept running traps, turning some crazy thing. Here he is, like taking them on, stealing magic, blah blah blah. And shithead eventually sacrificed himself. And at the end of the video, it ends with Loki getting slashed up and say, "Alec, it's all up to you. Go steal the glory," basically. And then ends the episode with him right here. If I could get it, holding up his wand, and boom, that's the episode. So yeah, I don't know if y'all like this little segment. Maybe it's a little bit more entertaining for maybe Ibrahim and you guys a little bit. For something, to visually see what I am that's going over it. So hopefully that helps a little bit. So that's the first. That's the one of the anime I watched this week. The Banished Court Magician Aim to Become the Strongest. Next one up, Dad's Here, Mom is Here, I'm a Ring Corner. Funny enough, the last episode is not the last episode. The last episode I watched episode 3. Obviously, episode 4 is out, but I didn't watch that. But I'm gonna talk about the episode next week. Which, yeah, the next episode shouldn't be out already, but whatever. That is Here, Mama Spirit, Mama Recorder, episode 3, King Revisal. Right? So, let me... I'm not going to remember much, but right here, this is a little flashback. Last episode talk about, hey, I know you got a daughter, I got a son, let him put him up. He's like, nah, not happening, fuck that. And there ain't no way I'm doing that shit. And then right here, the bodyguard is currently talking to the... Oh shit, my shit fucking up. Oh, okay. The bodyguard who seen him in the first episode is like talking to him. Buddy was like, hey, you're getting fired now because I caught on to you. You're getting fired now because you're working for that motherfucker, the prince, and I don't fuck with that shit. I'm pretty sure he just do his duty, even though he has feeling, but it's like, bro, this my job is to do this. I have to comply. Like, even though I'm your bodyguard, technically the hierarchy is I'm under the prince, and then it's you. So it's like I gotta follow what the prince says. So he's like, all right, yeah, you're out of here, buddy. I don't get on out of here. Fast forward. Now he's talking to his mom. Mom was like, wait, is that you? Really you, my son? And my son's like, yeah, that's really me. It's like, I'm so glad it's you. I don't know where else you could have been, blah, blah, blah. They're like, yeah, I've been at the other world, healing. I have a wife. And then mom was like, what? What do you mean? He's like, yeah, I got a kid. Here, I got a kid. I got a wife. Here, the other wife was like, the daughter was like, hey, mom, why aren't you scared of, of your mother-in-law? I'm like, well, what can I do about it, So here we are. They come back to the world. They're greeting each other. And here's Ravel's mother seeing them for the first time. And then, she's seeing them. And then she go and introduce herself. And, her doing her, the daughter doing her specialty, making them all fall in love with her. Not on purpose, she's just being gracious and all this type of, She said, my granddaughter is going to be the future spirit queen. So, that's what's going on. They all just fall in love with her. She's the perfect granddaughter ever. They're eating. And then basically the queen, the spirit queen, right, she said, hey, we can't stay here for long anyway because due to me being in the overworld, I spawned forest, bruh. So if you want your castle to look like a fucking forest, I can't be here. So eventually they gotta leave, And then they now the daughter is showing the rest of the people what she's able to do. She's able to change elements, which is why they're a little confused here. They're confused. They're like, what? What the hell do you mean change elements? Because then when she reincarnated, she's like a scientist, whatever. So it works for her. So she explained the whole thing. So like, hey, that's a diamond, just like my ring. Fast forward, cake, blah blah blah. Have a drink up, clever. And then right here, the mother and father like, hey, yeah, you should spend the night. Even though this whole time the father already knew something else was going on. The father and then the daughter are like, ooh, mom and daddy's about to have a long time. It makes it all like mischievous and stuff. It's kind of funny, cause it's like, bro, how does this little girl know what the hell is going on, basically? So she get tired, going to sleep, and then the bodyguard returned from the request of the prince, and give him a note, and the daughter basically already knew what was happening. That's why the father's like, hey, you should spend the night. He was just catching on, right? He said, my father and I both have spirit, have human, but basically just talking about the cycle would never end due to the fact that the royal family don't understand why they're cursed in the first place. So that's what this main conversation is going on about, and to like make sure that he don't get in trouble, she just burns up the note because there's no proof of him ever being there, even though he was watching her the whole time. There's no proof. So that's really what's going on right now. She's basically confronting her father like, hey, you want to tell the truth on why you really made me spend the night? It wasn't really because you want me to spend the night, because there's a bigger reason. And then they're like, the mother like, what, blah blah blah. Yeah, that's really up. And here he is confronting the prince like, hey, they caught on to us, but from here on I'm quitting, basically. So basically he don't want any allegiance to the prince, and that's how it ends. I don't know if I did a good brief description, but I tried my best. But that's all I got. Now, Ibrahim, what did you watch this week? I know you said you watch, Fast and Furious, but you did say it seemed like you possibly watched an episode. Could you send me something? So, what did you watch?
Singular episode of Togenaki, right? Yep. Just a quick recap. In this arc, the main character, he went off on his own. He was like, you know what? Well, we're hiding because of me. I'm gonna go have some fun. I'm leaving the group. He was being a dumb MC, in my opinion, right? So you meet this dude. He's a cop. Bada boom, bada bing. They hit it off. They both like guns or whatever, right? They hit it off. They friends, right? They come back to see each other. They go to the movies. They hang out and everything. And yeah. Wait, hold on. Give me a sec. I gotta open the garage door. 2 seconds.
All right. What can I do to keep y'all entertained? So. Yeah, honestly, animes. I should really watch the next episode of the Dad's Bounce or whatever. But due to me being late, shit happens.
Okay.
Well,
okay. So So the cop dude was like, okay, yeah, we friends, we cool, right? But secretly, the main character, like new friend he made, is like a part of the Momotaro agency, which is like the main ops.
Oh
So
shit.
then so then they get cool, whatever. So then this episode, the MC, like the friend that he made, and his boss went to like other like Momotaro, and then they was just like, yo, we need your help. We have intel to where the main character is, right? They have intel on it. So then it's just like, oh, okay, we need your help because it's gonna be like strong people. We need backup, right? And then it'll be like the friend he made and his boss are gonna go after the main character, but the other two that they're asking for help is gonna go after their teacher because the teacher is like crazy strong.
Mm.
Um, but then we cut back to like the where the main character is. The main character is like, hold on, where am I at? Main character. Okay, so then so they're talking. They're making a plan to go kidnap the friend, or not kidnap. Go save the friend that's been kidnapped. Right. So he's been kidnapped, and so they're like, "Yo, we need a plan. We need like the battle unit. There's three. There's support. There's battle, and there's recon. Right. We're like the whole purpose of moving is to hide the main character and to visit because they're in school. They're in school to visit the recon unit. But it's like, okay, so then there's like, okay, we need the battle units here. But they was like, the captain of the recon unit was like, nah, we can't bring the battle unit here because if we bring the battle unit here, how are they going to protect everyone else, right? So then it's just like, nah, this is going to have to be a solo mission. It's going to be like a small mission. So the captain of the recon unit is like, all right, this is going to be me, the captain, the vice captain, and the teacher. And the teacher was like, whoa, 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 whoa. My students work better if they're in the mix. So we're bringing them too. And then the captain of recon was like, all right, whatever. Can't deny that. He's a legendary. The teacher's like a legendary, like a battle unit member, right? So then the recon unit was like, all right, the Momotaro that kidnapped him is working with regular humans, right? So they're working with regular humans, and it's like a mixture, right? They don't know how they're working together, but they're working together. But long story short, they tracked down, like before like this conversation, the recon unit tracked down their HQ, right? So then there's like, all right, we know where it's at. They go to the outside of like the HQ's like a casino thing, right? And so it was like one of the students has like a recon ability. He wants to join the recon like aspect of it. So he was like, the captain of recon was like, yo, let me see your ability, right? So he drops down his ability. He's like, so it's like blood, right? So his blood ability shows this thing. It's supposed to like find where people is, right? Like that's his whole ability. And then so like he used it. They realized, hey, your ability is not strong enough yet. Only because you haven't practiced with it. You can only see people that are on the same floor as you. So if they're not on the same floor, it's chalked. It's a wasted ability. So then there's like the vice captain was like, all right, I'm gonna do it. He had like the sonar thing. He put some of his blood in like a vial. He shook it up, and it's like echolocation, like how bats or like dolphins they be communicating.
Mm.
So then it's like that, and then the captain was like, all right, now it's time to show you my ability. So his ability, he just goes completely invisible.
Damn.
For 10 minutes.
Aura.
Yeah. So he goes invisible. He goes in there, the vice captain's ability like showed him where he's at because there's only one Oni in that building. So vice captain was like, all right, cool. Bing goes invisible, finds him, makes sure there's no traps, and then like was like, all right, well, there's no traps. Everybody left, right? They like fleet the scene. So then it's like they brought the whole class, everybody in there. They bust open the door. They got my bro. They rescued him, and then it ended off with like a cliffhanger. Like one of the Momotaro, like the captain of the main character's friend, he has an ability to where he can see through other people's eye.
Oh,
like he just
shit.
covers one side
nah.
of his eye, and then like I like for example, I have put my ability on that ability on you. Like I cover one eye,
Mm,
and then like I'm looking through my open eye from one of your eyes,
that's crazy.
so he could see everything. So he put that ability on the kidnapped dude, and that's where it ends on that
Mm.
cliffhanger.
Oh wow.
And also when they was meeting the main character's friend, and like when they was having the like meeting, try to recruit the other Momotaro people.
Mm.
Like one of the other Momotaro people is like huge into like fortune telling,
Okay.
and so the friend was like, "Hey, read my fortune. My birthday. Da, 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 da. I'm my blood types this." And then the fortune he got was, he'll make a lasting friendship by chance with but it could all fall apart if they make one wrong move.
Damn.
And then the friend was like, "Oh, the dude I met, he's the one guy I met, the only new guy I met by chance, and
Yeah.
he's pretty cool. So it's a lasting friendship. I just need to not mess it up. We just need to not mess it up." And yeah,
That's funny. That's
that's
crazy.
it.
That's crazy.
It is crazy.
Well, I mean, that's all we watched this week. Anything
We
else?
watched this week. Uh, no news.
Oh,
Okay,
news. I forgot. Hold on.
news.
If I can
Yeah,
pull that,
yeah, yeah.
hey, give me a second. You can start talking about it though. I'm trying to pull it up real quick.
All right. It's a little late now. It's a tiny bit late. It's a tiny bit late. But the One Piece dropped some new news for us, right? One Piece has been going on for like 20 plus years, episodes every week. Bang bang every week. They just announced that they're going on another like pause at the start of January. So January 1st to like April 1st, I think. They're going on like a 3-4 month break. No episodes to get ready for the it's to get ready for the next arc that's coming out. Right?
Here it is.
Yeah, there it is.
Shout
And
out
then
to Dose of Anime, the Dose of Anime. So
yeah, they just made the graphic and everything.
yeah.
But the whole thing came from Toei.
Mhm.
So it's
Yeah.
like it'll be taking a 3 month break, like it is on the graphic, and they're gonna release 20. I think it's 26 or 28 episodes
26.
per year. 26 episodes per year. So they're gonna be. It's basically gonna be broken down into two seasonal seasons, right? And so like people who've been watching the show for like 20 plus years, 10 plus years, have been watching it every weekend. Now don't get to do that, and that's kind of weird. It's kind of weird for people who watch it like that. I've never watched it like that because I watch it dubbed. They just drop like 24 episodes every couple months, and it's just like, yeah, that's all you get. But I don't know.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you about even like even though you don't watch it weekly, you bi-weekly, but
Yeah,
in the long run, how do you feel about this change with One
I
Piece taking doing the 26 episode per year, split into two parts? It says right here. How do you feel about it? Even though I know you don't watch it week by week, but
yeah, I do have an opinion on it. So it's like me personally, it affects nothing. It affects nothing except for how the story is. Because it's just really for me, all I see is that we're getting less One Piece per year, but we get better animation and better pacing, which is like the one thing I feel like people say needs to be fixed. So it's like we get, well, hopefully better pacing. I assume if they're dropping 26 episodes a year, we're getting better pacing. But so it's like from my POV, this is like all around a win. Like better pacing, cleaner animation. Like I feel like it's an all around a good thing. And I feel like people wow, you just looking straight into spoilers.
bro, I seen it. It popped up,
You,
so I feel
oh,
like
you liked it.
I don't know. I feel like yeah, I seen it like just on my shit. I'm like, oh, this what they're gonna look like. I don't even know. I don't know why it's not fucking, good enough quality. Oh yeah, I think I seen it from this shit right here. I just seen this shit. I'm like, oh, that's cool.
Cause okay, so Elbaf is like a Viking island.
Yeah, I would assume so with the way they're dressed.
Yeah. Wait. Yeah.
So I just
Oh,
seen this.
that's the poster teaser. Go to the end. That's the poster teaser. Beautiful posted teasers. We're getting a lot of teasers. There's also news on the live action. I forgot what it was though. I know there's more live action, like screenshots and stuff of people's clothing, like what the drip is going to be like
Yeah.
in the live action stuff. But yeah, nah, I don't mind this change.
Okay.
Mainly because I am like the least bit affected.
Yeah.
I know like people who watched it like that.
Yeah.
It's definitely going to get them. They're definitely going to be like fiending.
Yeah, they don't know what they're gonna do with their life,
Like,
bro. Every week,
where's my One Piece?
yeah, every
One
week they
Piece?
wake up, they well, whatever day it drops on, maybe a Saturday. They know every Saturday is there's a One Piece episode they can look forward to every week. Now they don't have that shit. So good luck on them with that. But yeah.
Yeah, that's how it really is. Like news wise.
W news. Obviously, we don't always get news. You know, the only news we
don't
ever
always
get
get news.
is like maybe the next season anime or the random stuff here and there. But it's not always constant. So I like that. By him added that onto there.
It's a little news section. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's it. We all good.
I do have a question.
Hmm.
I know you stressed for time. You got another whole nother podcast after this. You can catch a no break.
We fine, bro.
But what anime world would you survive in?
What anime world would I survive in? Okay, what's this question based off? So based off a straight normal human? Like I just live my normal life right now, but let's say there's Saiyans fighting outside my front yard right now, and I can't do shit about it.
Let's say both. Do you have two answers?
I really don't know, because it's like if let's say everybody, quirk for example, right? Everybody's born with quirks, unless you're Deku, but we're not talking about Deku. But everybody is born with something. But there's if you talk about Dragon Ball Z, all the humans don't have ki, So it's just like what based off the question. But even if I knew the question, I wouldn't even know what a good answer would be. Because it's like, what type of world would I be able to live in? Do you have your answer? Maybe you go first.
I have my ones from my commoner. I'm just a common human.
Okay.
I have mine.
What world what anime world would you be able to live in?
Pokemon.
That's a good one. Wow.
Give me a little Eevee. Give me a little.
That's
give me a
such
little,
a good answer.
Zubat. Give me a Zubat. I'll be chilling with me. Give me a Crobat. Oh yeah.
That's a good answer, bro.
Listen,
Wow.
I'm not saying I'm gonna be fighting God.
Yeah, nah.
I'm gonna be fighting Ho-Oh and Lugia.
Hey, you gonna try to throw a Pokeball and see where it goes?
Yeah. Give me a little Ultra Ball real quick.
That's a good answer. I'm not lying. That's a really good answer.
Man.
Damn.
Pokemon, man.
Pokemon. Wow. Pokemon.
Because
Huh?
I've been playing a lot of ZA. I've been playing a lot of ZA recently. It's just like, yeah, I listen. I don't think I would make a fully comp team. I don't think I'm on that level yet. But you tell me right now, get transferred over there. I think I could be at least half the Elite Four, if not more.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Damn. That's
in my champion level, probably not. I don't think I could be champion, but I could at least I could get 4 gym badges for sure.
4 gym badges.
Easily, I don't know about easily, but I could for sure get it. Give me a little bit. What about you? Have you thought about it?
I gotta look through my anime list, because like I wouldn't even know where to start with
That's
this.
another one.
Like
I say Fairy Tail is a nice commoner one too.
Bro, Pokemon is such a good one, bro. I never really thought about that like that, bro.
Yeah, man. Pokemon is just nice. It's everywhere. Pokemon's everywhere. You can start off with anything. It doesn't have to be a starter. Even though a starter would be cool.
Man, I first
I have another question.
the one I thought about was SAO, but obviously we know how the fuck SAO went, motherfucker. You spawned in, if you die, you're gone for life.
You're done.
So I was like, let me retract my statement for saying that one. So I didn't even say that.
Oh, I have another one. It fits in the world of SAO. It's called Shangri-La Frontier.
Oh, I heard of that.
It's essentially SAO, just without trapped in a video game.
Damn. Bro, I don't have an answer for this one. This is I don't know, but because I'm trying to think about it, like
I can change the question if you want.
a world with powers, and then a world without power. Like I don't know, bro. A world with power, I feel like just not. Pokemon is really the only good answer, to be honest, in my opinion. I really love the answer. So, other than that, the only one I would think about is sport animes, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I like no cap, bro. Like,
Yeah, looking down your list, I'm like, yo, Haikyuu could be cool, but I was like, wait, that's just volleyball.
exactly. So it's like
It's just volleyball.
I don't really know. So I don't know if you have another question, then go
I
ahead.
have another
But
question.
I don't really have.
Okay. Let's be realistic. All right, you know how you live your life. You know what you do in your life. What Pokemon would be your partner Pokemon, which is you being in your life? You just your life right now. Mine's is Zubat. I'm not gonna lie, cause night shift working.
Yeah.
That's it. That's all I got. Working night shift. Zubat's always in caves. Zubat, and I don't mind Crobat. Golbat's kind of ugly. I'm definitely gonna need to up the friendship fast if I ever get him to the final evolution. But give me a nice little Crobat. Give him a cross chop, not cross chop. What's it called? Cross
Machop?
poison, something like that.
Damn. What a day-to-day base.
Cute little Eevee.
I mean, I already got 5 fucking EVs running around already, bruh. I don't know if I want to add another one, bruh. It gotta be something chill. Just
Yeah, it gotta be chill.
give me a fucking Snorlax, gang. Me and Snorlax. That fat ass motherfucker is gonna be sleeping in my backyard or front yard the whole time, bruh. No cap.
Not the baby version. You don't want a little Munchlax.
Munchlax, nah, I think he gonna be eating too much shit. You see how fucking big Snorlax is? That motherfucker gotta eat a lot of shit before he turned into Snorlax. I don't got that type of money for Snorlax. But if you spawn the Snorlax high as it, he's gonna come in sleeping though, bro. You gotta use a Poke Flute to wake that motherfucker up. But you know, I don't got that shit, so you gonna be asleep the whole time.
I think Snorlax is a good answer.
I mean, it's either I don't know. But I'm still with Snorlax, bro. That motherfucker just gonna stay there and that's it, bro. Not much responsibility, bro. Cause I'm thinking like, bro, if I get a Growlithe, that motherfucker gonna be burning down the house. Same thing with a Vulpix burning down the house. You know, I
It
don't
won't be burning down. It could just be like a cute little Vulpix chilling in the corner. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna lie. If I get a Meowth, I gotta be a talking one.
Yeah, you asked for a lot out there.
I know there's only one of one.
Yeah, that's definitely one. I really
Another Pokemon, Rotom.
fucking Pikachu,
He's like
bro.
he's the whole like technological. They make Rotom phones now.
Pikachu, bro. You know, Pikachu it's just another.
Basic.
Yeah.
Pikachu could be cute. I'll definitely take Pichu over Pikachu.
Cause I was thinking like a Caterpie, but I don't like fucking bugs, so never mind, bro. Scratch that shit.
I don't see you as a bug. I
Yeah,
see you
fuck
maybe
no.
like a little bird, like a little Pidgey.
Yeah.
Or like whatever any generation of bird Pokemon.
Yeah, the first. Nah, they might be chirping all day. I don't want to deal with that shit. I'm not gonna lie.
Chirp chirp.
Yeah, bro, give me a fat ass Snorlax, bro. You just gonna be sleeping somewhere. I might fucking.
Like you Snorlax fits you for sure.
Bro, like he was sleeping somewhere. I might just go lay on that motherfucker, and all of a sudden I'm sleeping too now. Yeah, Snorlax, bro.
When you said that, I was like, you know that really fits this episode because you slept through your alarm. Like,
hey, bro.
Fits you.
Yeah. I guess that's all for the episode, right?
A short little one, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. This episode a little underprepared. Things happen, but it's all right. We don't need a long episode every week. But yeah, this has been us, the Plot Armor podcast on the Block Sitdown channel. If you're from YouTube side, I think obviously you probably are. But if not, you know, if you're interested, other than podcasts on the channel, there's 2 other podcasts on the channel. There's the Buckeye Fan Film Room, you know, talk about Ohio State football, and then the One Foot In podcast where we take 1 foot in the one foot in realm of college football, and that's talking about everything outside of Ohio State football. So if you're interested in that, that's also on the channel. So just there, you know, if you're new to the channel, consider clicking that subscribe button, and also since you're already down there, click that like button as well. But also, I'm live. Currently this Thursday. I'm live on my Twitch channel. Ibrahim will probably be live either after or sometime after mine. But, you know, Ibrahim usually just gets on and play the game. I have to record the One Foot In podcast. Well, not record. We're live streaming the One Foot In podcast. So if you want to come talk about anything anime, you go, you know, talk to Ibrahim if he's live. But you can come talk to me too, you know. Even though I might be talking about college football, doesn't mean you're not invited to come and join as well. But yeah, go down in the link in the description of the YouTube channel. This YouTube video in the description. There should be my link, the link tree, and then Ibrahim link tree right under. Click both of it. It'll take you to a page where it shows all our social medias, and then go find the Twitch link. Go follow us over there. Make sure you have that bell notification on, so whenever we go live, you get notified and you come talk to us. But other than that, like I said, if you got new shit that made to the end of the video, consider clicking that subscribe button. That to help out the channel a lot. But other than that, we appreciate all of the support. Make sure we catch you guys. Hopefully we catch you guys same time next week. Peace.
Peace.